Hey Brandon.
Hey Chris.
How's it going?
Chilling.
How many of our episodes do we start like that?
Good old McLovin.
So I guess this is going to be a special episode. We talked about manga before. That was a fun one, actually. I think you said this was your one of your favorites in that episode.
I believe so. I try to convey it.
Now I know why. It's a good one.
It's a good one.
Tonight we're here to talk about GANTZ. It's a wild ride. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, it's nice. It's pleasure.
What did you think when you first started? Like when you got volume 1, were you hooked right away, or were you just like, what the fuck?
I can't even remember. That was so long ago.
For me, I was like, I think that was probably either late high school or early college, and I was like, I don't know. I didn't really give it a shot.
Right.
I think I only read 1 through 2 or 3, and then I was like, I don't like it.
I think I wouldn't say. I don't know if I was fully hooked, but I had enough violence and titties until I got hooked. Like, all right, let's see where this is going.
Yeah. It's I guess there's 4 arcs: red, blue, white, and gray. I don't know if this is how the American ones look or not. Arc 1 would be. By the way, this is all spoilers, so you should really read the series and then come back and watch this.
There are arcs. I don't know, or just I always go by the missions.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's nice.
The mission.
Okay. Before the arcs, I was reading it. I was like, this kind of weird high school boy. Oh, they die. They get hit by a train. I'm like. Dun-dun-dun. Tits. I'm like, big ass titties.
That's what they did in Game of Thrones. They were like, all right, there's a lot of talking going on here. How do we keep the viewers interested?
And he
make that bitch naked.
And Corona was like, what the heck is going on here? And then you keep flipping. There's more tits, and she's like asleep, and then she's hugging him, and there's more tits, and there's more tits, and there's more tits. There's not a lot of words. There's more tits.
How we like them.
God damn.
Naked, not a lot of words.
There's some more tits. I'm just keep flipping. Oh, and then some guy's like, well, I'm just gonna start raping.
Yeah.
So I guess there's 4 arcs, kind of. The first one's. They get hit by a train / what the hell's going on? Oh, there she is again. Oh. The next one is the Izumi Arc, I guess.
Well, that's when
we'll talk about him.
They really start having a legitimate team, and people stop just randomly dying.
I guess the next arc is the Osaka Arc, I guess. Osaka / the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And then the last arc is Alien Invasion. Which we'll get to that later. This might be like a 4-hour-long episode.
I don't know. All right, how you want to start it?
All right.
Looks like you got notes written down or something?
Yeah, I got a few.
Oh, all right.
Okay, at first when I was reading it, I really didn't like Kurono. Is he supposed to be unlikable, or did you like him off the bat? Because he's in a train station, he's like, I fucking hate this old granny fucker.
The thing is, like, I was like, I don't know about this character, but then, like, I was like, oh, wait, but he's really realistic, is the thing. Like, he's not that typical hero. That's the thing that's like, he's not really,
was definitely not a hero at first.
Right. He's not even, not until Kato dies, he doesn't really come into himself.
Which, once again, spoilers, Kato dies. That was a big shock. But yeah, when I was first reading it, I was just like, who? Like, I'm so used to Goku and Naruto. Like, we gotta help everybody. And Kurono's like, I hate everybody.
Right? He's just like this selfish guy. It's like, oh shit.
But they do explain why he's like that. Because he has a fucking weird mom and dad. All right. Well, who's your favorite character?
My favorite character? Ooh. Pumpernickel. Some pumpernickel. Have you ever had pumpernickel bread?
I think so.
It's so rare. I don't know. I'm on my mind. Who's your favorite?
Honestly, I like Kurono's a good main character, I'd say. I like Nishi.
Oh, you like Nishi?
Because he's just pure evil. And he doesn't get better ever.
Yeah, he did.
Even in the end, he's like, oh, I'm just still an asshole. I also, like, a good character I like is Sakurai Cherry.
Oh, yeah, he's a good one.
He has a really good arc, I guess.
Yeah, and their take on their powers is pretty cool. Like,
yeah.
It's like you can use it, but it's going to cost you.
I guess we'll get to... Well, we might as well say... Well, okay. So who's your favorite?
I'd go either... possibly Izumi.
Really?
Of course, Kurono. Yeah.
Okay, well, while you're thinking, I'm going to get more beer.
I'm going to go with Izumi and Kurono.
Izumi. Okay. Hold on. Why do you like Izumi?
Because he was just this crazy guy, man. Like
he was out of his goddamn mind.
he went ballistic in Shibuya. He shot everybody up.
Okay. Well, which is your favorite love interest? We got Kishimoto K. Oh, we have the same name. I'm going to be a beta male. Point that out. I'm trying to win points with you. Oh, you're K. I'm K2. We got Kishimoto, who I wrote down might be the hottest thing I've ever seen. Wonderful body. Very non-Japanese body. I've never seen a Japanese girl with that big tits.
I saw an old lady recently. She had some big tits. I'm like, they were sagging. I'm like, damn, them some big titties.
I saw a fat
some
lady
big
today.
saggy ass titties in that dress.
I saw a fat lady today. Her tits were like boing, boing, boing. I was like, what are you doing? Anywho, so we got Kishimoto. Who's the next one? Tomb Raider. And Tai, which is the plain-looking girl. So, was there another one?
Reika.
Oh, Reika. I always forget about her. Reika, the movie star, or what was she? She's like a pop star,
idol or something.
But
Japanese
she's in high school.
Yeah,
and that was kind of
AKB48, man.
That was kind of funny when all the boys in her class were like, "Reika, I bought your album," and she's like, "Oh, all right."
Thanks for the money, stupid. I ain't gonna suck your dick ever.
Yeah. Okay. Kishimoto, Tai, Tomb Raider, and Reika. And then there's random girls like
Vampire, Samurai girl.
Yeah.
The Kill Bill girl.
Yeah, the story's all over the place. And
that one random girl, Izumi was like, "Hey, she wants to date you, Kurono."
I really liked her, but they never met up.
Yeah,
she was just like, didn't she like send him pics of her tits?
Take me to Disneyland, my titties.
Yeah, I did like Izumi where he was always talking about Disney. Kurono, just take her to Disney. What? Okay. I think mine would have to be Kishimoto. But I did like Tai. She could suck a mean dick. And I'm going to say I had a boner reading through the whole fucking story.
Yeah.
I was hard from volume 1 to 37.
What random cover art picture was the best?
Oh.
It was always like the new chapter
in between
picture.
the chapters. Well, he doesn't stop drawing Kishimoto naked for like 10 volumes.
Right. Then he comes back.
She comes back.
He's
too.
like, I don't want that.
Okay.
I mean, he brings her back because in the his new series, it's basically Kishimoto 2.0.
Oh, hold on.
It makes he looks just like her.
Oh, wait, in the GANTZ?
Yeah, it's like this. It's like, oh, you just see what you did here.
Now there's how many GANTZ are there? Because this is just GANTZ, but there's like another series.
Yeah.
Is that called GANTZ E?
There's a GANTZ E. There's a GANTZ G. But that's only like 5 volumes.
Are they related, or is it just random?
No. Just some GANTZ shit happening, baby. Just some aliens that need killing.
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. Just some GANTZ shit happening right now. Alright.
I would go with Reika, actually. I like Reika. Kishimoto's a close one, though.
See, I was never really into Reika.
Nah.
But she was pretty hot. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, there's something I want to bring up.
Okay.
GANTZ, this manga, does not portray Japanese people in a very good light. Everyone in here is an awful person.
Hey, some kind of asshole or betray. Yeah.
Or a rapist, or a rapist, or a rapist. Or a murdering rapist.
On drummer, when in the beginning, it was like, hey, the guy was shaking down Corona's classmate for money. He's like, you know what? Just tag your friend here, and we go get the money from him. He's like,
oh yeah,
sorry, Corona. What do you want?
He's like pranced up. I'm safe. Yeah, I was like, holy shit, that was awful.
And then they're like, good thing he had his suit on.
Yeah, which I don't know why you wouldn't wear the suit all day, every day. Why would you ever take that off?
I ain't ever. Never my suit. Where my other suit?
Wait, wasn't that from like what is it? Incredibles?
Where's my suit? Wearing my power suit, woman. So since we talk about favorite, who's your favorite? What's your favorite mission? Or you have that written down? You got that written down, Christopher?
Favorite. So which alien do I like the best? Or I guess mission. So what?
So we have separated. What's your favorite mission?
Mission.
Or you want to start with alien?
I'll start with alien.
All right. What's your favorite alien?
I gotta say it's the onion head boy. I think about him quite often.
Like, damn, man. Things were so simple with the onion head boy.
Oh, hold on. Let's explain what GANTZ is even about. So they die. They get hit by a train. Okay, for first, Corona's at the train station. He's like, I fucking hate people. This old lady's like, how do I get to Shinjuku? And he's like, I should just get on this one.
She's like, I don't think this is the right one. He's like, bitch! What you asking me for?
I'm reading Young Jump, motherfucker. Which I do like. They keep bringing up Young Jump randomly in the story. Wasn't he reading Initial D or something?
I don't know.
Look it up.
Look it up. We got them all lined up.
Yeah, isn't this Initial D?
37 volumes.
I think so. But yeah, he's like reading. But okay, so then he sees his old elementary school chum.
Oh.
He's like, I hope this fucker doesn't look at me. He's like, hey, Corona.
At first, they don't talk, but then a drunkard and
like a homeless guy falls on the tracks,
and his elementary friend jumps in to save him. So I need some help. Hey, I'm like, oh, come on, man, don't look at me,
and then he's like, hey, I know you, get her, help me.
Shit,
all right.
Shit.
They're running from the train, and this guy goes, Bakero.
All we gotta do is just get to the end. This is the Tokyo.
Oh yeah, just goes straight.
Oh shit!
It hits them and they explode. So they go to this room, and there's all these people, and they're like,
the room. Oh hey guys!
Oh, they need to make a crossover with that.
You're my favorite GANTZer.
Where GANTZ is...
Hi, GANTZ!
GANTZ is Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, you want me to go tell me?
Alright, your next mission is to go fight Lisa's mom.
GANTZ, it was a little alien boy. We had to kill him.
Great story.
Great story, Corona. If you don't get 100 points, I'll kill you. What?
Okay, now we gotta write this. Okay, so they go to this room. There's all these rape. There's like some guy died from cancer. There's 2 Yakuza guys. There's Nishi, him and Kato. So maybe someone else that died because it didn't matter. Because the story doesn't care about anybody.
Well, here's the weird thing. Like, you die.
Yeah.
But Gantz doesn't like heal you. He just like makes an
a
exact copy.
Yeah.
With all the mental memories and shit.
But how did they disappear from the train tracks?
I don't know. I think he might delete that.
What?
He's like, all right, let me just erase that and redraw it again.
Okay, so yeah, he makes a copy of you, yeah.
I think the I mean, he might not even be 100% sure, because then, like, why is Kishimoto, why is her old body there? If he deletes the dead body.
Yeah, the only thing I
maybe we're overthinking. I'm assuming because she slit her wrists and died in the bathtub, and then I'm assuming because she goes back home after the first mission, and she's talking to her mom on the phone. She's like, "Hey, Mom, I'm home," and Mom's like, "Wait, I thought you were at the hospital, right?" Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the doctors revived her. So maybe she died, and then they're like, "Clear," and they brought her back to life. But the dead one was still dead. I don't know, because she's the only person that happens to. Just the one person.
I don't know.
Also,
maybe he's like, guys, just read the. I thought. Do you want her in Corona's house or not? God damn it! I had to get the big titty bitch in his house.
Yeah, but okay. Here's a real quick question: do you think he knew what was going to happen into Volume 37?
Nah, yeah.
Wait, yes, no.
Nah, he ain't know.
So
yeah, this is not all planned out
because it's so different in the beginning. I think the real way to tell that he didn't know what he's going to do was after that first mission, Nishi wants out of GANTZ, but then they bring him back to life, and he wants in. So it's like, why would he want out if he knew?
Right.
Also, the thing with Izumi was weird, where they're like, Izumi got out of GANTZ and then wanted back in, but when he got back in, he's like, really wanted to be in it, so why would he ever want to go out in the first place?
Sometimes you don't know what you got until you don't get it. He's like, damn, that was...
But he was a psychopathic murderer.
Shit, man, I was killing aliens, man. I had this big-ass sword. I'm like, yeah!
Oh, yeah, and they're like, please bring this guy back to life. He's like, new weapon, please. They're like, damn it, he's... Yeah, so... Okay, so the black ball, that they just call it, they're like, it's like, well, here's another question. Why is it writing incorrect in the beginning? Like, all the words like misspelled and stuff.
That's just GANTZ,
when you get to later on and you're like, that doesn't make any sense now.
You ain't too literate. You like...
So the nobody knows what's going on. They get transported to this place. Some guy's like, is this a TV show? And I'm like, how stupid. Stupid are you?
I don't know, man. They just died.
And then Nishi's like, yeah, it is. Don't worry about it. He disappears. He's the best because he's so sneaky. He's always invisible.
Right? So I'm just going to sit invisible and...
Yeah. Now, so they got to kill the... They have two guns, right? One can kill them and one can beam them back home?
Somewhere. Beam them somewhere where E.T. is at or something.
Yeah.
E.T. mission. Yeah! It's harmless. I'm killing this motherfucker.
Snap its neck.
His like finger explodes.
So they get missions by this ball.
Who doesn't tell them anything? It's just like, well,
he tells them like what their favorite things are, though. I always like that.
Here we go. It's like, are we gonna die? It's like, go out this boundary, you'll hear a beeping sound. Your head's gonna blow up, but you didn't tell me that.
Yeah. And then, yeah, but hold on, there was another thing I was confused about. The boundary. Oh, can the aliens go outside the boundary?
I guess so.
But how would they kill them?
Oh, the aliens just beat the game.
Yeah, just go outside.
Guys, let's just keep walking. They can't follow us through here.
Okay, maybe the aliens don't know. But, so yeah, they can either kill them or beam them back somewhere else, I guess. And Kato, being the good guy he is, he's always like, no. I like how he tries to reason with the dad alien. He's like, I'm sorry we killed your son. Can you forgive us? And the dad's like, Rawr.
It'd be funny if like, we find out that the beaming them up is just like them getting tortured. Thanks, Kato!
Yeah, they're beaming out of like an alien prison. They're like, finally, safe. Okay, so they defeat the first mission. Nishi, Kato, Kurono, and big-titted woman.
Okay.
Kishimoto. They're the only ones who survive. They go back to GANTZ. They're like, Nishi, what the fuck's up? He's like, I ain't telling you shit. And he bounces.
He just was like, I'm out. Peace.
But then you find out there's like a white muscular man inside GANTZ.
Yeah, he's pretty muscular, pretty toned. Well fed, good nutrition.
Yeah.
Good workout plan. And
I think later on they said that that's a copy of a random person. Like I don't think that that's like special or anything.
Oh, they said I don't remember.
It was like late. It was like way later on. They were. I don't even remember where. But I think they were like, yeah, that's just a copy of some guy. But then it's like, I don't know why. That's our next mission. We got to suit up.
You got that GANTZ feel in the back of your head, like, it's time. Do you hear the music?
Wait, hold on. GANTZ mission.
You were saying something about GANTZ and his muscular penis.
Why was he evil in the beginning, but then later on he's like a good guy? That was a question I have.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
because he's like pure evil in the beginning.
Well, I guess not evil, just like a dick,
or uncaring, unconcerned,
unhelpful. And
but
all
it seems like he's really enjoying them dying and not knowing what to do. But then later on, he like starts helping them.
Hey, interesting.
And he's like really trying. He's like, "All right, let's get everything going." It's like, what happened between? Well, whatever. Okay, that was a long way to explain what the story's about. Basically, they get sent on missions. Each mission has a certain alien.
Osaka boys. Go ahead.
Each mission has between 2 and 1,000,000 aliens they have to kill. There's really no rhyme or reason.
Sometimes it's one. Sometimes it's like monsters. Shit.
Yeah, so at the ending, I was like, what the hell's going on? Were there like Buddha statue? But, okay. So, I wonder if there's like a list of all the aliens in order. That might help us out.
Well, you never did tell me which one. Oh, your favorite was the leak alien. That's right. Who was my favorite?
You like the the angel one, right? You're like, that's my boy.
The angel.
The big arms one with the angel wings, with the smiley cheeks.
Is this you talking about the Osaka one?
No, the one that comes to Earth.
The little chibi one.
Yeah,
I forgot about that little bastard.
You're like, that's my boy.
Oh yeah, I liked him a lot. Yeah, he was pretty good. I also like the Oni aliens.
Yeah.
That was probably like the most
Osaka.
Showdown mission.
The Osaka one?
No, but before that one.
Oni.
When they were just like...
Were they in the train station?
When was it Inaba had sex with the Rika one and he transformed back?
Yeah, okay, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was... that was more shonen because they were all goofy and whatnot.
Beat the... That was like more like, we got bad guys, we got good guys.
Oh, this is just a list of aliens. I don't want that. Damn it. GANTZ.
Also kind of funny, the Buddha statue one with all the hands.
That one was fucked up.
Just like...
and melted people.
Hey.
I love that arc because once you read the whole thing and then you're like, oh, well, this is all kind of meaningless anyway. But before you know that, you're like... That's the first part where you're like, holy shit, like, pulled no punches.
They like ate the guy's brains and like he came out of the statue.
And he's like,
hey, Kato!
He's like, don't kill me, I'm your friend. I'm just trying to talk to you.
He's like, stop punching me!
Why are they so gullible? And why, like, I don't know why they're, like, ever hesitant about killing any aliens. Like they're like every mission at first they're like, oh well, I wonder what we should do here. Like you need to kill them. I don't have pictures for all these. Onion, Tanaka. I did like that one because it was so fucked up. The chicken ones. That was kind of fucked up too. That was volume 3, I think, or 3 or 4, where
BJ.
That dude, that's the part where I came so hard.
Oh.
No! I actually laughed when I saw that mouth. Okay.
Nonjata. Oh.
Okay, hold on.
Maji.
Oh, this part where I was like, yay. By the way, GANTZ is half murdering aliens, half horny teenager, half fucking. And that's about it. There's a little philosophy mixed in at the end, but it fills every need for any man. You're like, murder, 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 sex, 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 murder, 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 sex, sex, sex. You're like, this is great.
It's really attacking my id here. My hippocampus.
Alright, so number 1 was Onion Aliens. Those are pretty good. Tanaka Aliens. Those are the bird ones. I like them. Because that was a mission where he didn't have a suit. So you're like, how's he getting out of this pickle?
He's with those 2 biker gang guys that were dicks.
Oh, they raped a lady? Or no, wait. Is that oh, no. Yeah, you're right. Which I don't know why they were like, hey, Kay, stay back with these murderers.
These guys really don't look trustworthy. You stay with them.
There's like one leader one who had like a kid with his Yankee girlfriend. And then there was like a fat one, I think.
Yeah.
And he was dumb. And then Kay tricks them.
And then she shot one of them because they just tried to shoot him for no reason. They were like, this gun doesn't work.
Oh yeah, this part I love.
And she was pissed. He was pissed.
That's when I first was like, yes, I love this character. Because they're in the room, and this dumbass was like, what's this toy gun? And he points at Nishi, clicks it once, which I guess locks on.
Yeah.
And then Nishi's like, the fuck? And just blows his brains out, and he's like, don't you ever do that again. And everyone's like, all right, man, come on. Because the one triggers lock on. And
no, he actually shot him. He did the... That's why his suit got all destroyed fast in the mission.
Oh! And that's why...
He did take damage.
That's why he gets killed.
Yeah.
By the way, Nishi dies. Okay, I was kind of confused at that. I thought he just clicked the first one. So he actually shot him in the room. And then when they get there... Because the chicken alien, like, just blows up his fucking face.
Yeah, man. Be screaming his ear.
And he has no eyes, and he's like bleeding. He's like, "Mama, mama."
Yeah, he's gonna cry for his mama.
And then he's in the water, and he's like screaming, "Somebody help me!" And they're like, "Hey, fuck you, you little prick!" And then he gets killed.
He's killed.
Korono tried to help him though, right?
I don't know.
Somebody did. Alright, so that was the next one. This is a Buddhist Ark. That one was great.
And Nishi had that fat girlfriend. Well, not fat girlfriend, but the fat bitch that liked him.
Oh, that was at the end. Right?
Yeah.
Where, okay, yeah.
I like Nishi.
Yeah, Nishi, this is skipping ahead a bit. He's like, I'm just going to kill everyone. Because he dies, so he's not going to school for a while. And then he shows back up and they're like, ha, you're a fucking faggot. He's like, well, I'm just going to murder everyone.
Well, first they try to throw him out the window.
Oh, no, they do.
Oh, yeah, they don't try. They do throw his ass out the window.
I was like...
Which probably is how he probably died in the first place. Like, so that they probably did it once and he got sent to GANTZ.
Oh, shit. That might be true.
And then he got up. They did it again, but he had his suit on. He was like, I'm coming up there. Like, oh, shit.
And then they open the door and he's standing outside. He's like... And then he's like... The one fat girl's huddled over in the corner. He's like, you may live. But he doesn't fuck her. Gotta be nice to the weird kid, and they'll let you live out of their massacre. You're like, oh, good thing I was nice to that kid. Yeah, I love him. He's a good character. Next says Shorty Aliens. Oh yeah, the short. Wait, were those the... Yeah, the ones that Corona had to fight by himself. because Kurono, yeah. He's like, okay, now I remember. He's like, Gantz, bring everybody back, and Gantz is like, I'm sleeping. And then he leaves, and then he gets transported back to the room. He's like, where's everybody else?
Well, first, he also tries to shoot Gantz.
Yeah.
Gantz is like, oh, what? What? All right, boy. All right, I got something for you next mission.
Yeah, so he leaves, comes back, he gets transferred or whatever, and then he's like, where is everybody else? And Gantz is like, it's just you.
Just me. What do you want?
He had a suit. Oh, but the fucking aliens ripped him apart.
Man, at first I thought they ripped his arms off.
Yeah,
with the
I thought
next
so too.
chapter.
I do like that if you get fucked up until you die, you still get basically brought back.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
He killed all the little shorty aliens, but one.
Yeah, but one of them.
Because time ran out.
Yeah, and then he got sent. Oh, and he was like whimpering. He's like, and then it just shows up in the real world. How?
He was inside that body of that one kid.
No. Like, how did it?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know.
There's like 4 or 5 parts where you're just like, well, I guess it's what we're doing.
Now you can see them now. I don't know.
Okay, that I also don't understand. Did that happen since the alien came to the real world? Because the first ones, people can't see the aliens or the people, but they can like interact with them.
Not because in the dinosaur mission they couldn't see them.
They couldn't?
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Some people got killed because of that.
But the dinosaur mission had my favorite part. Homies of GANTZ.
Homies GANTZ.
Which I want to make a little video about them because they are amazing. There's like 4 black guys.
They just came for Japan just for a little good time.
And they're like, what the hell's going on with Japan?
Got shot by black on black crime in Shibuya. I thought we escaped from this in the hood.
Yeah, but they're just great. I thought they were gonna make it too, but they all died.
The artist is like, I can't write it. I'm using all my English ability as I can, man. I can't keep writing in English.
And then he brings in German later and Italian. It's like just. Okay, here's a question. Do you think he definitely enjoyed drawing and writing the first bit and the second bit, but then the last 2, do you think he was like, do I have to draw this much goddamn detail? Because like the last 2 arcs are so well drawn, and it's all like cities and explosions and shit and just crazy demons and stuff. Do you think he like enjoyed doing that last bit?
Well, the backgrounds are computer generated.
Well, I know that. Is that the case for the beginning too? Because really,
let me see. So I'm pretty sure he was doing computer the whole time.
Well, and okay, then that makes sense.
It's not a big ass, but it's a nice ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just want to slide in that ass.
Okay, sometimes the tits look really weird, where he's like trying to do angles and shit, and it's like they're all lopsided. Have you noticed that?
That's real titties, baby. That real titties.
Do you think he paid someone to like, draw their tits?
Come here, bitch. I need research. He's like, I just had like some porn plays. Like, yeah. Can you slap him to the side? Oh, jiggle motion.
He's just at Makudo. He's like, I'll never see your tits.
Oh, that's alright. I'm a manga artist. Oh, in that case,
no. He's like, okay, 20 times this size will do.
Now, what if they were just 20 times bigger?
Okay, so
yeah.
So even from the beginning, it was okay. So he just draws the characters.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering that, because in the end, even some of the aliens, I'm like, these look like computer aliens. They kind of didn't. Look,
oh yeah,
they didn't.
It was
they
like, what the fuck is he even doing with
it's
that?
It's like
like blobs and shit.
It's like a Windows 95 game or something.
Oh, what the fuck? I forgot this happened. This was creepy.
Yeah! Oh yeah. That was real fucked up.
How did that happen?
The lights touch them.
These
two kids. This is skipping way ahead. These 2 kids bring this little animal to them, and they're like, "Oh, he's sad," and then it explodes into a bunch of light. The ending is fucked. The whole series is fucked up, but the ending's just completely nuts. Alright, so shorty aliens. Next was the dinosaurs. They're pretty good. They blow off the one dinosaur's head, and then it starts swinging around.
Oh, you fighting. You're like, damn.
I was like, that's nice. And that's when we get introduced to the old man.
Oh.
The old man and the bike.
Oh, man.
He's one of my favorite characters, too, because he's like...
Yeah, he was a good character.
He's like, you know what, Kay? You looked like a fucking pussy when I first met you, but you're alright, and I think you'll do good. And then they start riding around on a bike, and it works.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Ring aliens. These are aliens from the 6th mission. Ring. Do you remember those?
The who?
It says ring aliens. What came after the dinosaurs?
Those were like the centaur horse bodies. Really short mission. It was like maybe one chapter.
I don't remember that at all.
And they... Because Tai's there.
Tai.
And she takes a picture. And so GANTZ is like, oh no, she took a picture. We gotta kill this bitch.
Is that why, or is it because Corona saved her? Remember, she's about to get killed, and he like grabs her and
like she took a picture, and for some reason the aliens pop on. But after that mission, you could see the aliens forever. So what was the fucking point, GANTZ? He has a love-hate relationship with Corona. So I don't know if I like this motherfucker or not.
Yeah.
I'll kill this motherfucker's bitch. I don't give a shit.
Next was the Oni one. Wait, that was the Osaka one? Or no, that was the Tokyo one.
Yeah, that was in Tokyo.
That one was real fucked up. Was that the first? Oh, because that one they could change shapes, right?
Yeah.
And this guy. Okay, so let's skip ahead to Reika. There's a pop star Reika, and there's a guy with kind of like long hair, and she's like, "Oh, do you have a wife? Do you have a fucking wife?" And he's like, "No, I'm divorced." And she's like, "Oh, I kind of like you now." And then he's like, and then Kay does something, and she's like, "Okay, I'm done with you. I want this high school boy." And she loves Kay. And then the other guy, I don't remember his name, but for the rest of the series, he's like, I just gotta fuck Reika. And then an alien, he's fucking Reika, and then turns out it was an alien the whole time. And he's like, oh,
male alien.
Because Reika shows up, she's like, what the fuck are you doing? That one was okay. Not the best, not the worst. Oni aliens, that's Osaka. That's where it's like, does the author think Osakans are like complete assholes? Because they show up.
The girls are bitches. The guys are drug addicts.
Yeah, those girls, I'm like, I've seen you at Umeda Station. These are girls I've seen before.
Like any bad person you could think of, he drew it specifically for Osaka.
Yeah. Because the girls, I think someone dies and they're like, he died, he's a loser.
I bet if there was like some Osaka be like, fuck this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just drugs in Osaka, you know? The 3 sadists, they're fucking sadistic.
Yeah, because that one guy's like just fucking aliens.
No, not that guy. It was like some other 3 random guys.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They got like killed by the alien that sucked them in his body.
Yeah. Was that the big one?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, they go to Osaka.
He had the girl, she was nice. But she was a single mom, so still.
Yeah, and then she's like, she loves Kato too.
She's like, just look at this nigga, he's 6'5".
He's a big motherfucker.
He wants his purpose. Alright.
Yeah, he doesn't care about me.
He don't care, give a shit. He only cares about his brother. Yeah. She's like, we definitely going back home together.
But yeah, they show up to Osaka, and they're like, oh, you guys must be the Osaka group. And then it's like, time to do some heroin. Time to snort some coke. And then one guy's like smoking reefer and riding around on a bike or something. He's like, hey, I'm the reefer guy.
And they lost because they didn't believe in friendship. They were all like, hey man, I'm dying. Like, pussy ass, bitch ass. I'm like,
because there's a black guy there that speaks Japanese. And the one guy's getting eaten or ripped apart or something. He's like, fucking pussy. He's like, guys, come. No, like, I need help now. He's like, Fuck you.
Fuck yes, motherfucker. He said he could do it by himself.
Yeah, those three, because they survived like 6 or 7 times, I think.
Yeah.
And that was the demon one. That one was really good. Because there's that pussy guy with the glasses.
Oh yeah.
And they slice off one of the aliens' heads, and he's just holding it, and he's like shooting people with it.
Use your laser eyes.
What's next? Nura Ri-hyun?
Is that? Oh, that's the main villain from the Osaka run, right?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got pictures.
No, these are the aliens in the 8th mission. Nura Ri-hyun. I don't remember that.
I'm pretty sure that's the name of the.
Oh, and then there's the Roman statues. So yeah, that must have been the Osaka one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then we go from Japan to worldwide.
And this is where, in my opinion, everything goes to shit. In my opinion.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's just my opinion. Go on.
Oh, then giant aliens, which are the last ones, and then the god alien. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Wait, didn't the giants have like 4 penises or something?
They had 3 penises, and the Americans are like, that lucky man, he has 3 penises. I wish I had 3 penises like him.
Then they like capture one female giant
And they were
like,
fucking him in the ass. And then she was like, and they blew her head off. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, so you don't like Worldwide On, or as much.
Nah, he didn't know what he was doing after that.
And we kind of talked about this. Is it he had to wrap it up? So he goes,
That's the thing. Yeah, yes. I think they're like, all right, wrap it up. And he's like, what? Wrap it up? It's the most popular product. There's pachinko with GANTZ. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. What? Wrap it up.
I don't know how much further you could have taken it, though. Would you have rather them just stayed and kept doing missions the whole time?
Nah, I wanted them to get closer to the end, but, like, make some sense out of it. Make some sense out of it. Because then, all their revelations was, like the reporter guy. Yeah. It was like, oh, GANTZ is, Ooh.
Yeah, he starts doing, random
Do you want this?
Yes.
I'm taking it.
But it's not even in all the volumes. It's just randomly he draws pictures.
That's a poster.
Yeah, posters.
Because, then, the report guy's like, we'll show you the truth to GANTZ. It's like some fat bitch, in Russia,
yeah, it was Germany.
So, yeah, she gets all the information. We just play a game. It's like, huh?
Yeah, it was numbers.
Yeah.
That it didn't make sense.
She was just eating pizza and shit.
Okay, yeah, that didn't make sense. Okay, this is so hard to talk about because there's so many fucking things interconnected and none of them make any sense. So, there's a reporter. Corona loses his memory because he gets back to the regular world. And then the reporter's talking to him, and then he turns him into the vampires. Yeah, there's vampires. And,
right, at least he calls like, hey, look, man, I had to do what I had to do. You get it.
Oh, right, yeah.
It was me or you.
So he turns him into the vampires because he wants information about GANTZ, and they're like, look, we just kill GANTZ. Did you understand any of that? Why are there psychics? Why are there vampires? Why do the vampires try to kill the GANTZ people? Who are the vampires?
Right, are the vampires connected to the aliens? They never explained that. Because then, he was talking to the alien that one time. They're like,
hold on, I just noticed you blend in with my bed. I just wake up and I'm like, whoa, Brandon! Okay, yeah. So, did you read this in English or Japanese?
In English.
Did it make more sense?
No, it did
not. Okay. So that was all the aliens. So my favorite would be the onion head one. I did like the Tanakas, the chicken one.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
All the aliens in the first half were fun.
The Buddhist ones were the most fucked up. I really liked them. But I don't know why they started speaking Japanese. Because before then they're just like Ming Bong Ching Bong. But then from then on they can speak Japanese for the author's convenience. I guess. I don't know.
They're the lower class aliens. They're like they came to Earth on like a dirty truck. These other aliens, they're like, we coming. First class. We learned English before we came here.
Okay. Let's see.
Then they had like, oh, I created all the GANTZ. It's just some like big statue with a cat face and shit.
We'll get to that in the end. Okay, yeah.
That makes no motherfucking sense.
So the first bit's the fun bit. The next bit's the Izumi bit. That's when things kind of get crazier. Because, like, Izumi is a guy who looks like Kato-ish. And he goes to the school. And then he's just, like, grilling Kurono. He's like, what do you know about He's like,
I'm coming over.
He's like, I can't tell him because my head will explode. And then they're like, all right, here's... Then they're like, all right, here's some psychics. This boy's getting bullied. So he's like messaging people online. And he's like, how can I kill people or something like that?
Sakurai. No, he wanted to kill himself.
Oh, he wanted to kill himself. That was it. And then what was that guy's name? Sakura? There's Sakurai, and then there's the guy with like the glasses and long hair.
Was his name Sakurai also?
It was like Sakuda or something like that. But he comes and he helps him and he teaches him how to do psychic shit. And they're like blowing up aliens. And so this boy goes back to school. He goes to the bathroom. And all these bullies are like, alright, let's rape him.
Well, no, he was sitting at his desk. And then the boy's like, come on, get up. You come with us.
Oh, yeah. And he goes to the bathroom.
And the gym teacher's like, he sees him. And they lock eyes.
The gym teacher... Cause
I'm gonna get me some of that, too.
I'm like, is this another student? Because sometimes in manga, they draw high schoolers, like, buff. Like in Slam Dunk or something.
Right.
But then I'm like, no, I think this is the gym teacher. And they're trying to rape this kid in the bathroom. And I was like... does this happen?
Yeah.
But the more you know about Japan, it's possible. So they go to the bathroom. The gym teacher's about to rape him in the face. And then he blows his penis off. And Sakata. But yeah, he blows his penis off. And they're like, what the fuck? You're fucking queer. And he's like, alright, you too. And he blows some guy's head off. He's like, you're a fucking faggot. Quit killing my friends. He's like, you too. And then a fucking investigator comes and he's like, they touch you? These men touching you?
Did they bully you?
He's like,
did you want them to die?
He's like, I don't know. He's like, alright. And then he just leaves. He's like, I'm done here.
Looks like my work's done here.
I mean, once you find a gym teacher with a missing penis, you kind of know what's going on, I guess.
That's typical Japan. Like, you know what? If we dig any farther, it's gonna make us look bad.
Yeah.
Just go, alright. Death is okay. Because he just used his power to bust like blood vessels in their head, so it's like,
or their heart,
so that he could just blame it on anything, like whatever.
Yeah, he's like
cardiac arrest.
But
it's a cool power if you think about it. It's like,
so then he meets up with this.
I forgot to bring your sock.
Damn it! I got more socks,
but it's in my house, taking up real estate, and it's not paying fucking rent. It ain't giving me no rent money.
Hold on, this is already 48 fucking minutes.
Alright.
It's just such a great story. Okay, so then this kid that gets bullied, he meets up with Sakata. He meets up with some girl named Tonkatsu or something.
Something like that.
Yeah. And she's like, I'm a virgin too. Oh. And then he gets killed before he can fuck her.
And GANTZ must have been watching too, because like, no longer a virgin, my nigga. He's like, what?
Oh yeah. That was great.
No longer cherry boy. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, his name's Cherry because Sakura means cherry. cherry means virgin in Japan for some reason. They're fucking weird. Anywho, so Izumi, our character, what's he doing? What is his purpose? What's he getting up to? I don't know. He like glues a black man's face onto his own face.
Paints it.
Then he puts
With
on
the art school.
He puts on some different clothes. He goes to Shibuya and he starts gunning people down. And he's like, "Bring me back, Gantz!" And I'm like, "How did you?"
Because Gantz give him like a ball. And he's like, I need some people, Izumi. There's not enough suicides and people jumping the train. I need some people in my room. I'm from this big ass party, man. I need some Gantzes. Can you help me out?
Because Nishi was making some blog post about it. Like, you can't tell people about Gantz or else your head will explode. But Nishi was like writing a story where he's like, if there was a place called Gantz, this is what would happen. Mm-hmm. And then I guess Izumi found it after he got out and came back. Okay, what else happened? Oh, so he starts gunning people down in Shibuya. I'm like, where did you get all these fucking guns? Because they just keep coming.
A lot of fucking guns.
He kills like 10,000 people.
I was like, was his family Yakuza or something? I don't know.
Yes. And then he's like, Kurono, I'm going to murder your bitch if you don't come here. And then Kurono comes and he kills Kurono. Which I guess doesn't kill. He shoots him. He dies, right? But then he comes back to Gantz.
Yeah.
And whatever. Okay, so Izumi kills everyone, which I don't know why Kurono didn't say, hey, this guy murdered you. But I guess he was kind of taking the aliens out, so it's like, I guess you should be quiet.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
But the first one, that was the dinosaur arc, right?
Yeah.
And then the vampires come in.
Oh yeah, after the dinosaur arc.
At the end of the...
Yeah.
And they're...
doing backflips and stuff. Whee! Doing cartwheels.
Their swords come out of their hands.
Yeah.
And then it's like there's a vampire society, and this bunch of girls walking up to these vampires. They're like, "You look kind of cute," and they're like, "You better stay away." Yeah. And then they're like, "No, we're too stupid to take good advice." They go down in a cellar and they get killed. Except for one of them, right?
Yeah, she gets turned into a vamp. The Kill Bill one gets turned.
She's with Kurono's brother, who they just were like, also he has a brother. Who didn't used to look like him, but now he does, but he has like lighter hair. It's really hard to tell them apart. So he turns him, and then the one main vampire's like, well, I'll fight you for her. He wins. He gets this Kill Bill girl. Which I love. They just show up in one panel at the very end. They're like, when all the shit's going down with the main aliens, they're like, oh, wow, we're here too.
Oh, where was that? I forgot about that.
It was randomly. It was either book 36 or 37. Oh, here's where he's fucking her in the ass.
Ooh, yeah!
You're great. Yeah, ha, 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 ha. But yeah, I think they're watching on a TV. For some reason, everyone's watching a TV on Earth, I think. And it just shows the vampires. It's like, where were you this whole time?
They're chilling.
They're chilling. I thought they hated Gantz. They should have been helping out. Okay, so the vampires come. That arc's weird. Then they bring in the main bad guys. I was kind of unclear as to. I guess we already talked about this. What the fuck? How are these aliens getting to Earth? Was Gantz bringing them there?
All questions that the author did not want to answer.
People in general don't like the ending, right?
It doesn't explain anything.
It doesn't explain anything, but it was kind of neat. I liked going to the alien world.
But there's so many different kinds of aliens. Why just these specific aliens?
Yeah, I was like, I don't understand that. Were they were they the most powerful ones that could have came to Earth? And I think did Gantz tell them that, or no? Did the alien tell them that they fucking...
Tell 'em what?
They say that... Don't they say at the end that the aliens were trying to move to Earth and that they were sending the previous aliens to, like, check it out or something?
Possibly.
I was very confused.
Possibly.
I mean, the ending looks nice, but it does not help you understand the story at all. Anywho, so they're fighting these aliens that are super tall, and they just show up and they just start exploding every city in America. Or around the world, I guess.
like their disc guns.
Yeah, those are kind of cool. They have 4 eyes for some reason. So the last arc is just them fighting them to get to the final alien, which we'll talk about here in a minute. After I show Brandon a picture of Mike Tyson alien.
Oh yeah.
Why was there a Mike Tyson one? So basically, Tai gets captured, and she's like, "King, king, 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 king." She won't shut the fuck up. And he's talking to random people. He's like, "Have you seen a girl?" And they're like, "The girl screaming K K K K K." He's like, "Yeah, that'd be her."
That'd be about right.
Yeah, a little girl snatched her up. It's like, well, that doesn't help me at all. And then he kidnaps just like a secretary.
Yeah.
And
Alright, be a bitch.
And then she's like, I'm kind of turned on right now. Ooh. And she's like helping him out.
I mean, his penis is too small, but if I just like use his whole body as a vibrator, it might work.
Or get that sword to extend inside you. So they go to the aliens' spacecraft, which is like a place.
It's like a whole shopping mall, their housing complex.
There's a bunch of grannies.
It's like, why'd you even need Earth? It looks like y'all living pretty good in here.
Yeah. Or at least go to Mars where nobody lives.
Yeah, well, it's all red there.
Okay.
I want that blue.
So they go to the alien spacecraft, and he's looking for his girlfriend. Oh, by the way, there's 2 Ks at this point.
Oh yeah.
Because Reika,
she needs that dick.
She's like, "I love you, K," and he's like, "I'm into the plain one." And then she's like, "Oh, okay." And then she goes back to GANTZ, and he's outside of his ball. That's the first time you see him outside. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" She's like, "Forgot my clothes." He's like, "Hey, you want to make your wish now?" It was loading earlier, so she's like, "Yeah, I'll bring back the old man." No, I'll just get a second K.
I ain't bringing back no old wrinkled penis.
And she brings him back, and he's like pissed.
I'm pissed.
And there's 2 Ks, and he's like, "All right, I'm going for Tai." He leaves. He meets the other K. He's like, "Oh, you got Tai? All right, I guess I'll sleep at Reika's house."
Shit.
So,
but that ain't gonna last too long. Can't be sitting up with living over the woman. She loves him now, but she gonna get pissed. She goes down, yeah, bitch, you brought me back to life.
Yeah. She just keeps bringing more Ks back.
Well, this one, I'm done with this one.
So there's 2 Ks. One's trying to find Tai-chan. One's trying to do something with Reika. And then he goes back to fight some random aliens. And then Reika's like, "I gotta help him." And then she shows up and she dies. Hey. And then he's like, "Well, alright." Yeah, all that was kind of weird. But then Tai gets captured and she's a pet.
Yeah.
And she's in like a fishbowl with like a dog and a bunny and some random blonde guy.
Yeah. Does he try to sleep with her or something?
He's like trying to rape her, and then she's like, "I have a boyfriend." And then he gets like the chicken pox, and she.
Oh yeah, he does.
She's
does he die?
He's like, "I'm cold," and she starts spooning with him. I'm like, "You should probably get away." Then she jumps off of a bunny and runs away. That was weird. They end up finding her again.
Where do they find her at?
I think in the streets.
Alright, convenient.
Yeah, there's a bit of conveniences throughout this whole thing. Oh, goodness. And then it's just a bunch of bullshit.
But then they finally get transported to the magic room.
From the Americans, who find out... They meet... The Americans figured something out, and they help... Which, I love Nishi. He shows back up and he's like, give me your information. He's like, give it to me now. Give me now. And so they go to this room where there's Americans, and they're like...
Oh, Nishi did a good deed. He saved a little boy. Forgot about that.
But he was like, why did I do that? And then he's like, fucking get away from me. And the kid's like, I love you too. He's like, get away from me. And then, okay. So they get transported to these Americans. The Americans are just fucking the aliens. Like, that's all they're doing. And they're, like, smoking crack. Which is like, how did you get that there?
Only people in Tokyo are pure of hearts. No problems.
But, so they're just doing drugs and, like, fucking these giants. And then they go to, like, a room. How did they get there?
I think they beamed them up.
Up.
Yeah, they're like, you want to know everything.
And they're, like, bleeding out of the eyes.
Yeah.
And there's this two-headed alien. It's got, like, a head on top and, like, a head on bottom.
Yeah, and
like
stomach.
Yeah. And it's like, I'll tell you some secrets. And they're like, what the hell's going on? And it's like, your race is a lie. You're all bullshit. None of this matters.
None of it doesn't matter.
And they're like,
he brings back everybody for a minute with Kishimoto and Tomb Raider.
Yeah, they're like, no, humans are great. We have iPods and everything. And he's like, I'll show you how not great you are. And I was like, I already know what's going to happen.
Oh, shit.
He's like, here's Kishimoto. Here's Tomb Raider.
The old man, too?
There's...
Can't remember.
Reika.
Oh, yeah.
And here's a naked old man. And they're like, no, please don't do it. And
I'ma do it.
And all the girls are like, I'm so scared. And they're like, please don't do it. He's like, yeah, I'll go on.
The girl's like, I'm pissed.
And he jumps at him and he blows him up. And he's like, he will become a baby in 35 years. Reika will become a baby in 15 years. And they learn all of humanity is meaningless.
Well, good thing we have 2K, so you know.
Yeah, that was convenient.
We got a little copy. It's all good.
And then this is the final showdown. Kay gets in some robot.
Well, first, like, apparently the humans won the war. Somehow, like it's the battle's over, and like we're in control.
Because it was the same with the Italian arc, where someone just shows up and go, "We won, we won." Hey everybody, we won, and then you just go, because after that happened, I was like, they did? Like, how would you know that? But it has to end at volume 37, so they won.
So I guess just for fun. So basically for funsies.
Yeah.
They're just fighting some soldiers.
Yeah. And then Kay gets in a robot and he gets to the core of like the spaceship or something. And then Nishi's there and he's like, I'm gonna kill everyone. And then he's like, don't do it. Don't do it, Nishi. And Nishi's like, fuck you, I'm gonna kill everyone. And then Nishi blows his girlfriend out the fucking window. Remember, he like shoots her and she like explodes. And then he's like gonna kill Nishi. He's like, I can bring her back.
You go, what? Can you show me this real quick?
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Oh wait, hold on. I think you have that book.
Do I?
Yeah, it's 30. Yeah, it's back.
Oh, hairy pussies.
He does love those hairy pussies. Oh yeah, hold on. Oh, is it the Mike Tyson one? Where's the part where he... Oh, was it before this?
Are you talking about when Sakurai gets pissed off and he like kills all the aliens?
Sakurai... Oh, here it is. Here's Sakurai. Sakurai starts just murdering children and grandmas. And I'm like, that's great. Then Kay gets in like this robot suit. And yeah, here.
Oh, okay.
He finds Nishi? Okay, here we are. Hey, so hope you can hear me turning through pages. Oh, here we go. So he's like, Yamado! I guess he's just gonna blow it up and kill everyone. It's just like, yeah, just do that. Come on, do it. And then Tai is like, no, don't do it. He's like, I'm gonna murder her. blows her out the window. Like, you think she's dead, but she's not. And then he's like fighting Nishi. And then Nishi's like, I can bring her back. And then Tai is like, I'm alive. And he's like, alright, fine, I'll kill him. But that whole thing was kind of weird. I don't know how they defeated them. I don't know how they didn't blow up the ship, but then he did something and it ended.
But then I was like, then the long flowing hair alien that looks like kind of like a fox. Does he look like a fox?
Looks like a kind of woman.
Yeah, he's pretty sexy. I ain't gonna lie, he's looking good.
Yeah,
look at that. He's looking good.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? We all lost, but I gotta get that one final showdown.
So what?
With K. Corono, baby. Come on.
He calls him out.
Come on, get on up here, boy. Like a WWE. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But
then K comes like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Which is funny.
Like, I gotta go. It's like, why? They lost.
Yeah.
He's literally surrounded. He's not gonna.
Yeah.
I gotta go fight him. Okay.
Yeah, and this was kind of. This is kind of interesting because, like, I guess he's back on Earth, and Tai's like, "Don't leave me." And as a GANTZ reader, I'm like, "Well, he's got to leave her now." Anytime someone says, "Don't do this," that will happen. So the alien's back on the ship, and he's like, "Bring Corono." And all the Japanese people are like, go, you fucking asshole. Go away. Go. Fucking sacrifice yourself for us. And I'm thinking, like, if this was an American thing, they'd be like, oh, you can do it. You can do it. But in the Japanese one, it's just like, fuck you. I just thought that was kind of an interesting difference.
Go fight him, man.
So he goes and he fights him. And then his friend Kato's like, I'll help you out. You got punched, I'll help you out. And then Corono fucking Demon King Piccolo's him and just fucking blasts off through his head.
Yeah, he does that basically.
Because it's kind of cool. It shows his power suit like bulking up and he's like...
I just love the suits and the whole concept. It's pretty cool.
And I love the suits. They have like the thing with like the guy... There's like a guy in the like circle parts.
The design. Yeah,
and then it drips out. But I don't know what that's supposed to be.
Smurfs. they kidnap Smurfs and trap them in the suits and use them for their power sources.
So, but yeah, they meet a god-ish alien. He's like, there is no god. Humans are worthless. Something. I can morph my body. And then they just leave.
And come back, everyone's happy to see him. Happily ever after.
And then
in the GANTZ book.
And then he kills the last alien, which is like... And then the alien self-destructs anyways. So it's like, what was the point of all that?
You gotta think, you had the pleasure of reading it all straight.
Oh, right.
I was reading it while it was coming out.
Oh, really?
So I had to wait for a chapter. Alright, wait next week for this chapter, and it's like... Because, I've met a friend
towards the end, that must have been murder for you.
Yeah. Because, I've met people that have... I watched Game of Thrones. It's like... Well, you haven't watched Game of Thrones, but it's
I did.
Oh, you had to wait chapter, episode.
Yeah. So
you get that more feeling, and, each chapter sits with you more.
Oh, right.
This is mainly, this is kind of the difference between TV and Netflix. It's you have to sit with the episode, then you have to wait. But when you get it all at once, sometimes that could change your opinion on stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think it's better or worse to read? Because I if I had the whole series, I could have read it in 4 days. I think
Yes.
I could have read 1, 2, 3, 4 arcs.
He's not joking. These are 37 volumes.
I bought 7 volumes on one day off. I read them all when I got home. I was like, "Fuck! I should have bought more."
It's the most pleasurable manga you'll probably.
It's a compelling read.
There's barely any words.
Well, that helps.
Like
there's more tits than words.
Like I'm still reading one manga. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this shit's taking forever.
Boku no Hero Academia.
You could spend a month with just on 2 pages in that manga. But GANTZ is it's a good manga if for your first manga. It's really easy to read, like
yeah.
So I definitely recommend it for that. Will you come speaking Japanese? I don't think so, but
well, wait, didn't I learn a Japanese word I texted you?
37 volumes, 1 word.
Oh, and all the things you like at the and like all the random noises. Yeah, what was it? Zamamiro, which is like it's your fault, which I'm gonna start saying now. But I would recommend just buying 1 through 37 and just taking a weekend and reading it all.
Yeah, you can. It's nice.
I understand what you say. The last arc isn't the greatest. It was still interesting to read, though.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't. I didn't hate it, but it was just.
But yeah.
It was just like the whole ending. Like, really, like that's it. But it's still I'm still fine with it.
Did you like the ending where they blast out of a spaceship and land in the ocean? And then they just show up and Ty's on the beach and she's like, "Hey."
Yeah.
And cut to black.
I guess they had to end it. Yeah.
I was like, are they going to get eaten by sharks? That would be after reading this, you'd be like, that's probably what's going to happen. But no, they don't. Alright.
But still, one of my top manga. I always say one. I don't know. It's definitely my top 3. I have to think if it's one or not.
Between Dorohedoro, GANTZ, and Berserk, it's probably a revolving 3.
Yeah.
Because those are the most human. Because Naruto, you're like, this is just goofy. Or Dragon Ball, you're like, it's kind of silly and fun. And it's got great characters, but GANTZ is more like, ooh, humans are kind of awful.
Okay, so now you're putting a whole different. You're putting in like that human, psychological.
So for like, let's say the best.
What do they call GANTZ? They don't call it shonen, do they? What do they call it?
Shoujo.
Okay.
What
was this?
Seinen. I think that's like older boys maybe. But like, so for instance, the best comedians are the ones that like are funny, but you can like relate to it like on a human level. Like George Carlin, not necessarily the most funny, but what he says is so human that you're like, oh, okay, I like that. Or like Louis C.K., where it's like all of his jokes are kind of touch you on just a human level, I think.
Yeah.
But this is like, it's not going to be the most. Well, it's definitely not the most funny. Maybe the most horrific. But especially the beginning where you're like, okay, this is just a teenage boy. 100% how they feel. So let's see, what else did I write down about this? Okay, I think when they're talking to the angel, I don't know, I guess he's called an angel alien, whatever. The last one, when he's like, humans aren't shit. You wipe them out, nothing would happen. I think it'd be funny if someone was like, have you tried Chick-fil-A? It's pretty good.
I was so wrong. I'll break everyone back. Everyone must feast upon this. Then he brings back every dead human. It's like, whoa, calm down. Hitler comes back.
Oh, wait, hold on. By the way, the GANTZ balls are just made by people, right? I think they said the alien gave them the information, and then some weird Germans just started making balls to put people in. That doesn't explain the suits or the guns or any. That doesn't explain anything else. But I guess that's what happened.
He had to wrap it up somehow. He had to wrap it up.
That's the explanation. Like, what? Like, how would you explain GANTZ? Well, he had to wrap it up.
He had to wrap it up. He had at least 5 more arcs in him, but he was like, "Oh shit, this is the last one. All right, they get it all from a fat German bitch."
Which I love. The guy goes to Germany. He's like, "Do you have the stuff?" And he's like, "This little anime girl." He's like, "Yes." And he like gives him like a little anime toy. Oh no, you're gonna die! And
He almost killed me. Ah shit!
How did you die? I choked on beer.
Choked on beer?
Okay, so I got some questions for you.
Okay.
What's your favorite color? As a typical English, we gotta bring English teaching into this somehow. That's all our channel is now. Blue.
Murasaki.
Have you ever seen the kanji for Murasaki and you're like, this is a weird look?
That's weird. That's like, god damn, this is a basic color. What y'all thinking? What were y'all thinking?
Alright, okay. This isn't even a question, but I wrote it down under questions. Which we talked about earlier. I don't think the story was planned out because from 1 to 37, nothing makes sense. It only makes sense if you're reading it and you go, oh, okay. But if you look at volume 1 and then 37, you're like, okay, this is just made up.
Wait a minute.
I think, we talked about this earlier. Why was GANTZ evil in the beginning, but good in the end? And then that makes even more questions where it's like, if GANTZ is just made by Germans, the sick fucks, why didn't they, like, just tell people? Why did they put exploding things in your head?
Did they like say like gambling too? Like we watch you fight the aliens. We gamble on if you succeed or die.
Oh,
like,
was that it?
I think they said that.
But did they know that the aliens were coming? Did
it doesn't. It don't make sense.
Okay, basically just enjoy the story.
Also, I found some interesting thing. It said I was reading about one of these old mangas I liked.
Okay.
It was like the artist he got into a legal dispute with the credited creator.
Okay.
For $1.4 million.
Of who?
And I was like, holy! I mean, it's like a manga argument. I'm like, holy shit! Like, so if you want to know if do manga people make money, yes, they do.
Some of them. Because
you gotta think, 1.4 million. And this manga, the different manga, no anime. It's pretty. He has a lot of values, but like it's no anime.
Yeah.
I think they made one crappy ass live action movie from it.
Okay.
It's not well known overseas.
All right.
But they're still fighting over 1.4 million. It made that much money. But you also have to think. That's what they're fighting over. So how much money
did they have?
Did he already get before he was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did you also take $1.4 million from me? It's like, oh shit.
So how
we go start drawing them?
So
we'll start doing
how do you think this guy fits in the manga world? Do you think he's a pretty respected pornographic artist?
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
Because in America, I don't know really anyone who's read GANTZ, except for maybe 1 or 2 people. And in Japan, once again, it's like, I don't know anyone who's really read this.
You just haven't met
or maybe they're just not divulging that information. Well, I like Dragon Ball, that's it.
Yeah.
That might be one of those things where it's like you have to lead in the conversation with GANTZ.
Yeah, I had a student. I was like, "Oh, we like yeah." I was like, I had a student. I was like, "Oh, you like Kishimoto or Reiko?" He was like, Kishimoto. He was like, "Yeah, big titties." I was like, "Wait, Reiko had big titties too." I was like, "Well,
they weren't as big."
Oh, he liked them big titties.
And one guy we forgot to mention completely is the Inaka guy, Kaze.
Oh yeah, I like him though. He's cool.
He just, which me and you talked about this off the air. He just shows up to Tokyo and he's trying to pick fights with people, and then he's like, "Where's the nearest school?" And he just starts beating up these children.
So, sir, you are a grown man.
And
Actually, I'm only 17. Oh.
And then there was a part later on where they meet some other all the GANTZ are like, everyone's meeting up. I guess the GANTZ can teleport you.
Oh, yeah.
And there's an old man. He shows up. He's like, "What? I'm the only old man here." And then he's like, "Oh, you're old too." And they like kind of become friends, I guess.
So then did he like meet some like was it, like a Russian or French bitch, and she like did karate a lot too or something? He's like, "Oh, you kick good."
Maybe. There was they meet a girl who's Japanese, but her name's Mary. And they're like talking to the Americans, and they're like, "Translate this into English," and she's like, "I don't speak English." Like, that was kind of a funny gag, I guess. But yeah, Kaze, and he becomes I guess a father to like a little boy who was killed in the pudding incident.
That's how the news are. The pudding. This little boy ate his father's pudding.
No, it was his mother's Yankee boyfriend. He shows up and he's like, and he's like, "I'm gonna go eat my pudding into the fridge." And the girl's like, "All right." And he's like, "Fuck, ate my pudding."
But let's pause right there. You know when you're at home and you have some food in the fridge and you're like, you're just thinking about it. You're like, "Oh, I'm gonna get home. I'm gonna eat that," and your brother ate it. You have that feeling like, I was thinking about that all day.
Gotta beat this 4-year-old to death over the pudding. You know, there's a comedian right over there. No, I have to murder children who eat my pudding. Why don't you write your name on it then?
He killed that kid.
Yeah, and then he starts playing Xbox, and he's like, "Oh, let's go do karaoke." And she's like, "Okay, let's abandon my child." Women.
I also had another funny thing in the manga I'm reading.
Okay.
Just to explain the viewers and people learning Japanese.
Yeah.
So, alright, in this manga, there's two guys, and he's asking, tell me about your boss.
Okay.
And the guy says, he's a Kinbakushi.
Okay.
Which means, the bondage rope master.
Alright.
And the guy goes, Kinbakushi? And he goes, because it's different kanji.
Oh. Okay.
He was like, golden bomber? And then I was like, oh, is he? Because sometimes the character is goofy. I was like, oh, is he saying this because he's goofy? I'm like, nah, that's just how Japanese is. It's the same word.
Yeah.
And if you don't know the context of the conversation, you can get really fucked. This is a pure. He's like, Kinbakushi. He's like, Kinbakushi? What the fuck are you talking about?
And this isn't a American trying to learn Japanese thing. This is Japanese on Japanese.
Right? So he's like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah.
Which also increases so when we're talking to Japanese people and we're trying to speak Japanese, why do they get so unanimated?
Oh.
They'll sit there. It's like, nah, give me some hand signals. Show me what you want to say, because your words sound the same.
And then I talked about this with you. I think we think that they're treating us bad because we're foreigners. But I told you about, I went to Lawson and they were like, "Do you want a bag?" And the Japanese woman in front of me was like, "Huh?" And he's like, "Bagu." And this is Japanese on Japanese. And it was like, I'm like, why am I the one that understands this interaction, but this lady doesn't understand it? And now I'm like, okay, maybe the reason they sound like they're talking down to us, or they sound like stupid, is because they're used to dealing with other Japanese people.
This is true.
So then I was like, oh, that would have been nice to know 5 fucking years ago. But I'll let it slide.
It's one of those secret things where it's like, y'all treat each other like pieces of shit. I'm just in it.
And the guy's literally just like, "Do you want a bag, yes or no?" And she's like, "Huh?" So,
All right, well, we're getting off the GANTZ. So, read GANTZ. There's an anime also, but the anime doesn't cover everything, so...
How far do you think? Is it a TV show or is it movies?
There's both.
Are they connected? There's a live action movie too, right?
Yeah. I didn't see that. I
think
I've seen it a little bit.
I can't imagine it being any good.
It's not that good.
How could you possibly translate that into live action?
They try anyway.
We found
Well, they try.
That's the worst.
They try to money grab anyway.
That's the worst thing about these anime movies, live action movies, where it's like, you didn't even bother giving no shit. Like, it's just pure...
He didn't give not a single fuck was given.
It's like, all those... is it Crows?
Crows.
High and Low. The final ending. The 9th movie in the series. It's like, you're just trying to squeeze... It's like the Transformers. It's like, we're just trying to squeeze... People will keep seeing these fucking movies. But, okay, so there is a live action one.
The anime goes up to the Buddhist Arc.
It's a weird arc to end on. Kato's dead. The end. His Tomb Raider girlfriend's like, we can go home together. Dead. The end.
They had some weird filler ending. I was like, what was this? No, this is not in the manga.
Filler ending? What? Just do the story.
Filler ending.
That's like Naruto and Dragon Ball. I think they had filler too. But like, okay. And then there's like probably OVAs or something. Would you even bother with those? Just read it. It's not hard.
Yeah.
And you can,
I'm not even sure if you need to know Japanese to read it.
And you can jerk off to it if you don't have any other material. If your power goes out, you don't have access to your computer. Just jerk off to GANTZ.
There's only $1 at Book Off. If there are more than $1, keep looking. You can find one for $1. Trust me.
Yeah. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it. Do you have anything else you want to say? Any characters, any missions you enjoyed or anything?
What's your next journey for this? Are you going to read the Inuyashiki, the old man robot one, or the GANTZ?
Are those going on at the same time, or is one of them finished?
Inuyashiki's finished. It was only like 7 volumes, 8 volumes, maybe 6. Maybe 7.
Okay,
That's not a lot.
Here's a question. Ooh, almost an hour and a half in. We only talked about tits and ass for like 10 minutes. Is he a good storyteller, or is GANTZ just an enjoyable read?
I'm actually enjoying
both of those.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Okay. Then yeah.
Yeah, wait, I definitely recommend them.
What was it? Inuyashiki?
Yeah, probably that.
Which is just Inuyasha with Shiki after it. So
Inuyasha.
Where'd you get that from, buddy? And then GIGANTZ, which is just GANTZ but with Giga in front of it.
And like, he loves his stuff because like in Inuyashiki, one of the characters has a bunch of GANTZ posters. So I love fucking GANTZ. And GANTZ, I don't know if there's any GANTZ. I think like one girl wears the hat and it says GANTZ on it. I'm like, well, man, you're doing your own advertising. That's cool. I ain't gonna hate you on that.
How many like Kishimoto dolls do you think they made for this? Have you seen any products for this other than the manga? Like the
figures and stuff.
Yeah, I've ever been at Namco and like, oh, that's Kishimoto when she was this much naked.
I don't know. I know they definitely got a lot of them though. They got a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's end on a high note.
All right, y'all.
Just buy the damn books.
Read
them.
The damn books. All right. Good night.